Hello and welcome to my channel. If you've been looking for a chance to understand the Project 2025, then today is your chance. Now, this video I'm about to share clearly explains the project in the most simplest way ever. I know someone might be asking to say, why does she keep on talking about the Project 2025? Well, it is because I want to create an awareness to everyone who may have not heard about this or may have heard about it but doesn't really understand what it's all about, and the importance of understanding it and talking about it. Now, the understanding of this project will make people make an informed decision during the upcoming presidential elections. It is very, very important for people to know what they're saying yes to by voting. And I hope this video will be the best to explain the project in simple terms. With that said, let's take a look at the video.
So what happens if Donald Trump wins in 2024? Well, Republicans already have a plan for that. It's called Project 2025. It's a far-right, radical plan to purge and transform the government. Ali Velshi does an excellent job at breaking down exactly what Project 2025 is and what's at stake for our democracy, our freedoms, and our rights.
But the Heritage Foundation and its comprehensive government agenda have become more conservative over the years and more extreme. This year, the Heritage Foundation published the 9th iteration of the Mandate for Leadership. It's called Project 2025, The Conservative Promise. Now, unsurprisingly, it targets LGBTQ rights, equating any talk of gender or sexuality with pornography and pedophilia. Abortion rights, emphasizing the, quote, rights of the unborn. It looks to ban critical race theory and gender ideology and so-called environmental extremism from schools nationwide. And it recommends barring discussions of terms including gender equality, reproductive health, and reproductive rights. Banning discussion of reproductive rights. Now that is some Handmaid's Tale stuff right there. It makes recommendations to implement so-called Christian, biblically based ideologies, reform voting rights, immigration, and more in a country whose First Amendment to its Constitution says, quote, Congress shall make no law representing an establishment of religion, end quote. But these are just the expected conservative talking points. Project 2025 goes further. It looks to dismantle what it calls the deep state, the administrative state, to defund the Department of Justice and ensure White House control of the DOJ. It wants to take down the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security. It wants to eliminate the Department of Education, Commerce, Health and Human Services. It aims to put federal agencies like the Federal Communications Commission and the Federal Trade Commission under direct presidential control. Project 2025 also relies heavily on the Reagan-era unitary executive theory, which is a fringe idea that Article 2 of the Constitution, which covers executive powers, gives the president complete control over the executive branch and rejects the idea that the three branches of government should have overlapping checks and balances on power. You may remember when Trump tried to use this line of reasoning in a speech in 2019, saying, quote, I have the Article 2, where I have the right to do whatever I want as president. Trump, for his part, is an easy and willing executor of the Mandate for Leadership agenda. Many of the suggestions of the mandate are personally beneficial to Donald Trump, like dismantling the so-called administrative state, the FBI, the judiciary, that he so fervently claims have been after him since before he was even elected.
And Trump and his allies, as well as other Republican candidates, are already aligning themselves with Project 2025.
The mission to help you liberate California from communist rule begins at noon on Inauguration Day, 2025. 2025.
The plan is openly available. Check out project2025.org. They're not hiding this. They're telling us exactly what they're going to do. And they have groups that are already actively supporting this, like the Heritage Foundation, Moms for Liberty. The list goes on and on. If you thought the years under Trump were bad, Trump in 2025 is going to be worse. Because when Trump was in office, at least you still had some civil servants that were faithful and loyal to the Constitution. Imagine replacing every single one of those with people who aren't loyal to the Constitution, but loyal to President Trump. And remember, this isn't dependent on Donald Trump. It can work with any Republican president that takes office in 2025. It's a turnkey operation that they're already recruiting for, which is why 2024 is such an important election for our democracy.
Now, the reason why people keep on talking about the Project 2025 is because of the plan by the Republicans of reshaping the executive branch of the U.S. federal government in the event of a Republican victory in the 2024 presidential elections. Now, this has really been a terrifying concept which needs people's attention. This plan that they want to put in place if the Republican Party wins presidency. According to New York Times, this plan includes bringing independent agencies under direct presidential control. It's kind of being pitched under the guise of dismantling the administrative state. They say they plan to do this with any Republican president. It's about deregulation, deconstruction of the administrative state. It's a network of conservative proof of backing these networks. Now, people commented on this video and I want to share their thoughts with you. The first comment reads, "So we vote for Biden and back a war, or we get Project 2025 with Trump or any Republican." Now, someone replied to this same comment and said, "Biden is a war criminal. How? And the source, or just your feelings?" This is scary. Any Republican in 2025 will be disastrous. It's unfortunate that people are still supporting the Republican Party when all they want to do is take everything away from everyone. Can we now start calling them the fascist party and not the Republican Party now? It's crazy seeing how framed up every detail is to bias the creators' belief, and the plan sounds ridiculous at best. There are always so many comments from people whenever we talk about the Project 2025. This is something I have been talking about, other people have been talking about, and this just shows how concerned people are on what's at stake for democracy, people's freedom and rights and their rights. Now, the ball is now in the hands of Americans to choose for themselves. And the good part is that the Republican Party has been so open enough to let all people know about their plan and agenda once in power. And at this point, I can say it's now left to the people. Who are they going to vote for? At least now people will be making an informed decision by either saying yes to this project or no to it. Now, it's all up to you. I hope this video was very clear and easy to understand. Thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section. And if you're new on my page, then don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. From me, it's a bye-bye, and see you in my next video as I bring you another interesting video.